It's 12:02. Welcome to the Oil Stream, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. The Edmonton Oilers will win 3 in a row tomorrow night. I think they're going to win 5 in a row. I'm a crazy boy. You want to bet me, Hernan? Just kidding. No, but I think they're going to get
finally.
I think it's finally going to happen. We are going to get to both of the games this weekend. Of course, you can text us anytime 780-218-9999. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us and feel free to chime in the nasty chat. The Oil Stream today and every day. Brought to you by Boston Pizza, where get out of here, Trev. Every single day in January is Pasta Tuesday at Boston Pizza. Make plans next Monday, Wayne Gretzky's birthday. Tommy and I are going to be live for lunch at Boston Pizza on Broadway Boulevard in Sherwood Park. So make plans to pop by. Everybody in the park, the Oil Stream's coming to the park. And we'd love to have you pop by for lunch. It should be a lot of fun. We'll get to some of your texts as we work our way through the show. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with his 1,000th game. We'll get into that in the numbers game. We'll get your Popeyes headlines, a couple of trades within the division to discuss there as well. But look who it is.
Hey.
Hernan Salas. First of all, before I rip you for no showing on Saturday, I do want to say, excellent haircut.
Oh,
man.
thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
When was this done? Sunday? Saturday before your big night out?
Saturday.
Yeah, it looks pretty sharp, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I noticed it right when you came in.
Kind.
I was like, I think Hernan's got a haircut.
Yeah, give it to me. You know what? I told you guys midweek I was going out with the Elks boys, and it's going to be tough to get him to convince them to go all the way west. I did my best.
Early in the week, you said to me, you come to BP's Westgate, Dahmer and EJ are going to come. And that's why I was like, I wasn't going to go.
I thought they were going to be open to it and be like, let's go hang out with Dusty and Lieutenant Eric.
We had the game on. Right?
Yeah. So, I did my best, but at the end, they wanted to stay central. So I was like, I can't leave the boys too. I haven't seen them in a while. So
makes sense.
Yeah, but you know what?
But still, just because we called it, I was like, this is a bad look now.
But I texted you around 9. I said, it's not looking good, right?
9:48. I looked at it again this morning.
I gave you a warning. And then I text you later. I said, I love you.
You did text me about 12:30. You said, love you, buddy. And I replied, I said, I love you too, but you're still getting torched on Monday.
Yeah. And listen, I told the two Evans, I'm like, I'm going to take a lot of heat for this. I'm throwing you guys under the bus because you guys are the ones that didn't want to go. So I almost had Dahmer convinced. Almost. But
Dahmer's a tough nut to crack, man.
He is, man.
He is. It's got to be like a perfect storm with Dahmer. I've had that a couple times over the last 5 to 10 years, where it's just like, Dahmer says he's in tonight, and then it's like, Anyway, it's sad. I would have loved to have seen those guys.
No,
too. And we had
looked like a great time,
man. So Eric and I, we were talking. Well, it was you. We were talking about how good Saturday night was, and we said, and man, I mean, the Nasties. The Nasties are at more events than I am, so you guys can tell me. But I thought, outside of Oilers playoff parties and the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl party's insane. If you don't have a table yet, Century Casino, Selly Sports Bar Lounge is going to be great. Outside of our Super Bowl parties and Oilers playoff games, I think that might have been the best on-location response and party that we've had.
Sold out.
There wasn't a table to be had in the entire place. I thought 95% of the tables were nasties. And then the one table that I didn't think was a nasty, some guy texted in this morning. He goes, hey, I listened to the show. I was actually at that other table. And I thought, wow, this is incredible. So I think that was at least non-Super Bowl, non-Oilers playoff, a top 3 party for sure. It was incredible.
Anyone take home the lampshade award that we used to do?
That's a good question. I don't know if anybody got so into it that they would. Nolan from St. Albert had a good run. Nolan from St. Albert's in the chat. He goes, it felt like a winter nasty bash. It kind of did. Like, it did feel like a winter nasty bash. Nolan from St. Albert, he was sitting at the bar. I went up and visited him late first period, maybe early second. And I said, what's up, man? And you could tell he was feeling it pretty good. And he goes, I've been here since before the first football game. I said, really? He goes, yeah, I wanted to get down early and get a spot.
Yeah.
I said, okay. And then he said, that was about, so we're talking like 9 o'clock-ish. He's like, I got to get out of here. Then I saw him at 10 o'clock. And I said, oh, you're still here? He goes, yeah, I got to get out of here. Saw him at 11. Saw him at midnight. He might have still been there when I went home at like 1:15.
I'll leave soon.
So, it was a good performance. So, you missed a good time.
Yeah, I know. And I don't get me wrong. I did really want to go, and I double booked it, and I thought the guys would want to go, but it's when you're central, it's hard to convince people to go to the West End.
Yeah, understandable.
So,
I mean, now I think Dom and EJ were acting like we were in Stony Plain.
Yeah.
It's
it's
a 15-minute ride. It's not that.
I will say this though, the Nasties are awesome. I love. What's the combine crew there?
There's everybody was there.
Love those guys. Yeah,
it was wild. It was a good time.
On Saturday night, I might have had the best beer I've ever tasted in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more.
It was the most delicious beer I've ever had. It's just simple as that. It was.
What is it, 6 o'clock lager on tap at MKT? I wish.
A 6 o'clock lager is delicious.
It's pretty good, yeah.
But it was just outstanding.
What was the name of this beer?
It's Delirium Red.
Delirium. Oh, it doesn't sound like something I'd like.
No, you probably wouldn't. And it's not something I would like.
Local?
I don't think Delirium's local.
No.
It was. It was so good that the guys I was with had to all order one.
Just to try it?
Yeah.
And what did they say?
They loved it.
So you could convince them to have a beer, but you couldn't convince them to come out to the West End.
An $11 beer on the top of that. And I just got to find out where I can buy these bad boys.
I would think a liquor store. But
no, a lot of them don't carry it. It's a specialty beer brand, I guess.
Delirium Red is a popular, strong Belgian fruit beer from the Hugi Brewery, known for its deep red color, sweet cherry berry flavors.
It's kind of like, it's funny because I was talking to the boys and we were like, it's kind of like a red wine beer. That's why.
That's why you probably liked it.
It was amazing.
Because you've mostly just been on the red wine lately. This is like straight up import from across the world. Oh, wow.
Like the original Delirium, it's just like a light beer.
Yeah.
It's delicious as well. All their beers are great.
Nolan from St. Albert, who knows a thing or two about beers, according to Saturday Night, says he's seen them at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor.
Really?
So you might want to go take a peek.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where I would start. That's where I would start.
Well, I want to ask Gager today if he's ever had one. If not, on Friday, because we usually have a beer on Friday after work.
Yeah.
I might stop by and pick some up so you can taste.
But you guys usually sit here after work and have a beer on Fridays?
Yeah, I'm doing all the post pod, and then we have a drink
that
together, talk to Benny about life, and
then he cleans the kitchen.
Cleans the kitchen.
And then he goes on. You go on your way.
He goes on his way.
Sir, are you ready for chore draft on Wednesday night?
Yeah.
If you get first pick, what chore are you going to take this time?
Probably take kitchen.
You're going to go kitchen?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, surprise.
I mean, I think it'd be a pretty bad move after we got called out for our vacuuming skills to say, I'm going to take the free spot.
Man, I'll say this. If free spot's there, whenever you're on the clock, and you take it, I'm not going to chirp you. I mean, you basically had it for the last 2 months anyway, am I right?
Yeah, I vacuumed 3 times, okay? So
anyway, that'll be fun. We got a staff meeting on Wednesday, and then we'll dive into
Hey, but at least you had a good night out, man. You can.
I had a really good night. I had to have a partial lay down shower Saturday, Sunday morning.
I appreciate everybody being like, "Oh, I heard that," blah blah blah. But guys, I'm not that much fun at my age anymore. Trust me.
You still would have been a riot.
Yeah.
You would have been pretty good.
Well, because the Oilers game was it was over by 3-0, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone was really focusing too much.
No, it was just a party after that.
Just like a mingling fest, right? So
yeah, it was. You're right.
But I look forward to the next one for sure. I won't invite the Elks guys, okay? Shh. They're great guys. Shout out to Dahmer and EJ and Yao.
Oh, sure, good to see those
Absolute
guys.
beauties, yeah. We had some good laughs, man. Just reminiscing about
the reminiscing
with Chris Jones.
Oh, with Jonesy.
Man.
I saw somebody today text in with all these head coaching vacancies in the NFL. Somebody texted in and said, "Chance for Chris Jones to get it." I was just like, "Come on, man,
no
chance." All right. There's lots to get to. We got a couple of trades in the National Hockey League that we can certainly discuss. Let me ask you this big question, Ansel.
Okay.
Have the Oilers solved their goaltending issues?
I think so, man. I mean, I think Ingram's been the best of the 4 guys we've seen with the Oilers this year. Like, straight up, he's been the best goalie. He looks calm, cool, collected. You're never worried. Like, if there's a breakaway back with the old guys, I'd be like, hey, that's, probably going to be a goal. Now it's like, yeah, it's unlikely the other team's going to score. Good for Tristan Jarry. Helps the numbers for sure. He was solid, too, because in that first period against Vancouver, it was back and forth for a bit there. It was a little bit of a, open hockey there. There wasn't a lot of defense. I thought he made some good saves, but I think they have. I know Gager and I were discussing this last week, and I said, Gager, like, I don't think Tristan Jarry's the slam dunk number 1 on this team. Not the way Ingram's playing. Like, if you ask me right now who's starting game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs in round 1, it's Connor Ingram for me.
For me, I would agree. I would think it is Connor Ingram, but what do you think the team would do? They traded for Tristan Jarry to come in and be the guy.
But they traded for Ingram. Thinking that he
I don't think they thought he'd be starter. I would hope they would go with the guy who gives them the best chance to win. And I think we can make a legitimate case that is Connor Ingram. But I could see a world where what do you think the ice time split is like? What do you think the starts like? Nothing against Pickard.
No.
But if these other 2 guys stay healthy, Pickard's shouldn't be getting any starts.
No.
I mean, it's Ingram and it's Jarry. Is it a 50-50 split the rest of the way?
Oh, just knowing the way Knobloch's going to do it, yes. Because he almost did that with Skinner and Pickard at one point, right? Like, it was like Skinner 2, Pickard would go 1, and if he won, he'd get more games. I think it's going to be close to that, but I think I think Ingram's going to get the upper hand right now until he slides a bit, if he does. But I think Ingram's the better goalie right now. I'm not saying in the overall picture at the end of the day he's going to be the guy, but I think right now you can't argue that Ingram's been the best goalie in Edmonton.
Mike outside of Edmonton texts in and says, if they were 100% on Ingram, Pickard would be gone by now. And I don't think I would probably disagree, Mike outside Edmonton. Thank you very much for the text. I mean, first of all, Pickard is pretty decent enough insurance policy. If Jarry's groin area issues pop up again, at least you've got a veteran backup that has played well for you in the playoffs to be there for Ingram. So I don't think that's the case. I think it'll be at least a 50. I think at least it should be a 50-50 split the rest of the way. And this is a really weird situation here for Edmonton, because we're going to sit here and say, hey, let 2 guys who are playing really well battle for ice time and battle for the net come playoff time.
Yeah.
Which is very rare for us to say.
And I think the whole Pickard thing is because of Jarry's injury. They're just like, hey, let's see these next 7 games before the Olympic break. If Jarry holds up, then they have to make a decision. And they might have to wait until after the Olympics, which is fine. But right now, the Oilers are not a team in a position to be feeling bad and saying, we have to play this guy. No. You're wins. You're trying to win the damn division.
Try to get the division, yeah.
Yeah, so go with your best. And I think Ingram, who's getting the more starts now, I know
what is it about him that makes you like him more? Because I got some ideas.
Well, like, working with Gager, like, you learn a lot about the position and stuff, and just how, like, he's like, watch his head, like, he's always steady, calm. There's not a lot of movement. Like,
there's more movement in Jarry's game.
Yeah. He's like, when there's an odd man break, like, look how calm and how quick he moves to the top of the crease. Like, I just think overall as a goaltender, he's a lot more, like I said, cool, calm, collected. I just think right now he's out playing Jarry, and Jarry's playing good as well. But Jarry's got a little more chaos to his game.
He does, yeah. And
the rebounds,
it's pretty apparent when you watch them, like the both of them. Pucks bounce off Jarry,
yes,
a hell of a lot more than they do Connor Ingram, which I think should give Ingram the edge in the who's better discussion.
Like Ingram's made some great saves, but like, it's funny because when goalies make spectacular saves, it's usually because they're out of position, it's a breakdown or whatever. Like Ingram, he's not often caught like that. Like, he's always square.
Yeah.
He's always there. Like, I can think of maybe 2-3 saves where he's had to like go cross ice and dive, and those are breakdowns and maybe they're bad reads. But he's, like I said, like everything that just is shot on net, it looks almost easy for him.
All right, 780-218-9999. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. But if you are listening on TuneIn Radio or iHeartRadio and you'd like to chime in on the show, and we'd love to have you, 780-218-9999. Let's get to some over on YouTube. I think Jari's rebound control gives him the edge for me right now. I think Ingram leaves too many rebounds in front of the net. It didn't bite them yesterday, but better team had hurt him. Huh, that's interesting. Let's see here. 83 Runner says Pickard seems to come in hot when he's in the backup position. Saskatoon Muncher says, I don't think you expose Pickard to waivers until Ingram is signed for next season. Once that happens, then you can expose Pickard to waivers. Jamie from Beaumont says, ultimately, who cares? If they're both doing their job and they're both doing the job when they're in there, that's a great problem to have. Would fully agree on that one. 83 Runner says, when a puck hits Ingram, it sounds like it's hitting a cloud. The Dr. Snowflake says, my non-goalie expert opinion is that Jari kicks out those rebounds on purpose to clear them out of the crease area.
I mean, sure.
That'd be a question for Gager, maybe a little bit later on. Mill Cheese 1 says, are their goaltending problems solved? We won't know until after this year's playoffs. And that's kind of a launch point to where I kind of wanted to go on the answer to this question in general. Have the Oilers figured out their goaltending issues? And I think for a few years now, we've always said, oh, you know, the Oilers just need average to above average goaltending to maybe win the entire thing. And I think for the first time in quite some time, they're getting above average goaltending consistently. And if that's all they've, like, we've never said, oh, they need to go out and get Vasilevsky so he can steal 3 games in a series.
Yeah.
We've said it'd be nice if they had something of a consistency level where you don't have to go away from Skinner and go to Pickard for 2 or 3 games. Both of these guys are starting to provide that a little bit for them right now. And the goaltending you're seeing right now, specifically more from Ingram just because you've seen him more lately, but the goaltending you're seeing right now, to me, looks like the goaltending that you go, that could be good enough for the rest of the team to win one, right? Maybe not this year.
Yeah.
But if you can get this level of goaltending over the next 2.5 years, that's supposed to be enough, isn't it? So that's why I would say that I feel like they have sort of figured out their goaltending issues.
It's funny because as much as Skinner hate here for the last 3 years, they went to the final.
Yeah.
So like the margins are not huge where these guys have to be that much better.
No, but they look better.
Yeah. They got to steal 1-2 more games. Or not even steal it, Dusty. Make that extra save.
Yeah.
And the Oilers are Stanley Cup champ.
Yeah. It's not like they're requiring these guys to go out and stop 37 every single night in the playoffs, right? So your thoughts on this? Lots of texts coming in. Let's dive into a few of these. Troll texts in and says, Oilers goaltending right now looks like it's a 1A, 1B situation versus a backup and AHL starter the last couple of years. I love Pickard, but this is a clear upgrade.
It'd be different if, because we can't live on the past. Pickard was awesome last year. He hasn't been good this year outside of maybe 1 or 2 games. So no, he can't play. And then you got a goalie in the minors who's just all he does is win. 6-0, 5-1 win on Saturday for him. I'm not saying he's going to come up this year, but he's getting himself into the conversation. Small sample size.
It was funny just watching the 2 goaltenders. So Marshall's hockey team had this Oilers experience Sunday morning. So it ended up being a bit of a dud, but they got to go down, got this sort of mini quick tour of the rink, and then they were allowed to watch the morning skates, like right in the stands there. But the Blues had an optional. There was like 11 guys, and then literally the Oilers skate was, and I knew this. I messaged the team. I said, hey, just so you better let your kids know that like, there's going to be nobody on the ice for the Oilers. But it was Pickard, and it was Ingram, and it was Regula, and then 3 coaches. And they worked in the end where we were sitting, so the kids got to see it. And Elizabeth was with us. She likes being a goalie. So I sat there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes right behind Ingram and Pickard, like 6 rows up. I was just watching them both come in and work. And it was funny and we were behind the net. But the way that Ingram goes down into the butterfly, whereas Pickard, and we talked a lot about him being a little bit of a road hockey-ish.
Yeah.
Like he sort of drops down to his knees and then brings in the butterfly, whereas Ingram is like straight down. I was watching it. I said to Elizabeth, I said, watch the difference here. I said, do you see the difference? And she goes, She goes, yeah, his knees are together.
Yeah.
And the other guys aren't really. Yeah. I said, yeah, like this is like, you can tell just by watching them for 20 minutes up close that one is a better goaltender than the other guy. So like the thing, like Ian texts in and says, Pickard for picks at the deadline to open up room for help up front.
No one's doing that.
Well, not now. I wonder if at the deadline, somebody's like, I'll give you a fifth for Pickard.
Because the Oilers,
we'll go from there.
Eventually, they're not going to run 3 goalies from here until April. He's going to land on waivers. Teams are not going to trade anything if they can just pick him up.
That's why I think if you're going to be able to trade him, it's got to be like last second scramble before the deadline by some team who wants a goalie.
A team that loses their 2 goalies and they need like some patchwork there. They're like, hey, Pickard can come in. We can have him for a month and then see what we do with him. But at this point, I mean, the way they've run Ingram over Pickard too, like for me, Ingram right now is slightly the number 1 over Tristan Jarry. Both guys have been good. And give some love to Stuart Skinner. In his last 5 games with Pittsburgh, he's been fantastic. His lowest save percentage is .912.
In his last 5 games,
Yeah. Like
has he allowed, 1 in 4 of them and 2 in 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been really, really good.
Good for him.
Maybe the change for both guys was great. That's what we wanted.
Well, it seems to be working here. And maybe they're saying the same sort of thing in
Pittsburgh.
When
we see him on Thursday.
Yeah. I'm assuming Jarry starts tomorrow and then we get Ingram versus Skinner. Or do you give Jarry both Tuesday and Thursday? I give
Ingram tomorrow and I give Jarry Thursday. Yeah. And who's ever better and from those 2 games, I start Saturday.
Oh, a real competition here in the 1A, 1B spot. Aya texts in. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't understand. First time they've ever texted in, so thank you. I don't understand how we have 3 goalies as of right now. Could you please give some insight as to what would happen down the line? Well, yeah, this is the thing. Like right now they have 3 goaltenders. It'll 100% have to be sorted out for sure when Adam Henrique has to come off the LTIR. Like he simply can't afford it. They have $274,000 or something like that in cap space. As of this moment, and nobody went on waivers today. Mm-hmm. So as of this moment, they will have to play 11-7 tomorrow night. Yeah. Because they have these 3 goaltenders on the roster and they're right up against it cap-wise. If they were able to sneak Pickard through waivers, then you could have called up Max Jones or somebody along those lines. So they can do this for now. The injury certainly doesn't help. Regula will have to slide in an 11-7 situation. Puckpedia said that they could send Howard down, which would allow them to call up 2 forwards. So if they wanted to go 12-6, they could send Howard down and call up a couple of forwards. But I think they're going to try to play this sort of game with 3 goalies, even though you'll really only see 2 play, as long as they can, and then get it sorted out. I don't know if there's some sort of way that maybe they think right before the Olympics they could sneak Pickard through or something. Yeah. Or you wait until the deadline and then it goes from there. But you're not going to, it's not going to be Pickard plays Tuesday and Jarry plays Thursday and Ingram. Like that would make no sense. But they're able to do this for the next little while and then they'll have to make a decision.
It's going to be, with Kapanen. And it's the good news is it's more day to day than long term. But some interesting decisions. And our buddy Walk has said having 3 goalies sucks. The goalies hate it. Oh, yeah. Like it's just terrible. So I don't know what it is. Like just send him. And if he gets claimed, man. Like you have guys in the minors that if you need, if one of these guys gets hurt, you can run the other guy mostly. And if the other guys play 1 game or 2 at the most, then so be it, man. This team's good enough to sustain an injury to Tristan Jarry again. It's been proven already with Connor Ingram.
Eden texts in, hey boys, I would say both Jarry and Ingram trades were gambles that have surprised the Oilers by both paying out. The last several years, this team has made some bad bets when it comes to pro scouting, so it's good to see both of these trades work out instead of just one or neither. Poop Stain says, Jarry plays the puck better than Ingram. The defenseman will like that one.
Sure.
This text from Douglas down in Red Deer. Douglas from Red Deer texts in and says, Ingram makes every save look easy, like a D-man in a rocking chair. P.S. Bouchard is the best. That's a good one. Timber Woodsman says, how is there a Sportsnet NHL game on right now? Yeah, there's actually afternoon hockey. Martin Luther King Day?
Yeah.
In in the United States today. So
a lot of afternoon games.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 kind of staggered throughout the day. Sonny D says, if Pix agrees, he can go down on a 2-week conditioning stint after the Olympics. That gets him past the deadline and no issues. May need to do that knowing Jari has a Band-Aid track record. Pix is there as an insurance policy, and then he's a free agent at the end of the year anyways. That comes in from Sonny D. Mike from outside Edmonton asked an interesting question. Is the team willing to give up on Pickard yet? And I don't think he means the organization. I think he means the team that has obviously spoken very highly of him for the last couple of years, Nan. So what's that conversation like with a group that clearly loves this guy?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? The players love him. He's come in tough spots, and all he did was produce. Like, all he did was show up and got through the Oilers through some tough playoff moments when Skinner was struggling. So it's tough, man, and you want to be loyal, right, Dusty? But at the end of the day, it's a business, and the business is winning the damn Stanley Cup. And right now, you have 2 guys that are better, plain and simple. And I get that, and I know it sucks for Pickard, and it's by all accounts he's handling it like a pro. I wouldn't expect anything different from everything we've heard about Calvin Pickard. I mean, Belzy knows him really well, but at the same time, like, it's not ideal for this team to have 3 goalies hanging around. If you're not going to be different, if all 3 guys are struggling, you don't know which way to go. But I imagine for them it's a tough decision just because of the character of Calvin Pickard. But at the end of the day, you can't think with your heart in this business, man. You got to think with your head, and you got to do what's best for your team.
All right, let's dive into the numbers game here for Play Alberta. Play Alberta, the title sponsor of all of Edmonton Sports Talk. We've got a couple of things that are already up for you. If you go to playalberta.ca, click on EST Specials. The early bird bet of the day, Hoosiers -7.5. We got it bumped up to +100 from -109. The grandest parlay from the DGen Den is already up as well. The Hoosiers to win fourth quarter 3-way. The Devils and Flames both to score 2 or more. Taves with a point, and the Islanders to win tonight +920. And then Dusty's play of the day, which was actually a lock shot partner parlay. I must have sent it over incorrectly, but Golden Knights -1.5, Minnesota on the money line, Islanders on the money line. It was +600. They boosted it to +665,
Jeez.
Which is that's a very significant boost. Usually we'll go from like +120 to +130. This one went from +600 to +665. So if you want to ride with us on that one, we can definitely get to that. Kasperi Kapanen over on the Nasty Chat says, I'm feeling better today, Dusty. Make another bet. All right, the numbers game. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 1,000-game ceremony last night, and then the Nuge buries one early in this game to set the tone. What did you think of the ceremony last night for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in 1,000 games as a member of the Edmonton Oilers?
It's great, man. It's funny, Dusty, because like they were showing when he got drafted to now, he hasn't changed one bit.
No.
He's maybe put on a few pounds, but that's about it. You can tell him like the cheeks. But it's crazy, man. Like it's they showed his first goal. I remember I was at a Canadian brew house with a bunch of buddies watching, and we were so happy because they're like, they're back.
That's it.
The Oilers are back.
The franchise is sorted out, yeah.
And it's just crazy to see like how much this guy's endured here in Edmonton. Surprised, I'll be honest, I was surprised he wanted to stay after all the crap he went through, the decade of darkness, and then a small 3-4 year window there with McDavid when the team sucked, and he's been able to, like Andy Dufresne, come out on the other side.
That's exactly who this guy is, man.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to Photoshop Nuge's face onto Andy Dufresne when he's like,
but when they win the cup.
Yeah.
When they win the cup.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
He's been so damn clutch. And Gager and I were talking. Maybe I'll ask you, because it was him, Landeskog, 1-2.
Yep.
The year before was Hall, Sagan. If you could do Landeskog and Sagan, if you can do a redo, would you do Landeskog or Sagan or both over Hall and Nuge if you're an Edmonton Oiler? Nothing else changes. You have the same team.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Sagan more than Hall.
Yeah, I think Kwok and I both said we'd take both the other guys just because Landeskog is, and nothing against Taylor Hall. And
are we factoring the fact that Landeskog's career was hanging by a thread for a couple years due to injury?
Yeah, like nothing. Changes.
I think that.
But he's a Stanley Cup champ. He's a cap. Is he the captain? He was the captain.
He was the captain.
I mean, he's very similar. Like him and Nuge are similar types. Good two-way guys, all that. But it was for fun. We did it, but Nuge has been nothing but a warrior.
Yeah, I just don't think I can. I don't think I can do the Nuge like that. I think I got to stick with him.
He's not your prototypical number one pick, right? Because he wasn't like many others we've seen, right? But he's turned out to be a hell of a top six guy, elite on the power play with this historic power play. He does it all for this team, and I guess longevity counts too, because if you compare him to Taylor Hall's a third, fourth line guy now, where Nuge is still in a very, very important position on a Stanley Cup contending team.
Taylor Hall has scored 20 goals once since he won his Hart Trophy.
Yeah, we did their comparisons. They're about 20 points off in games. Is
like when you combine the two of them.
Yeah, like I think Nuge has him by like 20 or 25 points.
Yeah.
But Nuge is still a top six guy, and he would be on another team. Where Taylor Hall, on every team he goes to, he's the third or fourth line guy who will moonlight in the top six.
Very interesting. 780-218-9999. Somebody asked us earlier today, do you think Nuge gets to 1,000 points? Here's where he's currently at. Let me click back to Nuge's. So he needs 212 points. Yeah, I think he gets to 1,000 points.
Well, let's say he gets 50. He needs 5 more years of that.
Yeah, he's going to get more than 50 though. I mean, last year only had 49.
But that's what I mean.
But this year he's on pace for about 70, 79, 80.
He is getting older too.
I would think it's reasonable. Yeah, you're right. He's getting older. But like, can he get 60 points 4 years after? Well, by the time he finishes, how many more points is he gonna get this year? 35?
Yeah, he might.
All right. So then he'll need, let's see here. So let's say he gets 35 more points the rest of this season. So 788 plus 35, 823. So he would basically need 3 60-point seasons after this to hit 1,000.
Yeah, he can do it, especially with this team and the way this power play works. Because we keep thinking the power play might 1 year is going to take a step back. They just keep getting better and better, right? So
yeah, does he? Basically, it comes down to: do you believe that he has 3 60-point seasons left? And I think he's got 3 years left on his deal too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I guess we have to realize. I mean, he's been playing for 15 years.
Well, they move him at the end.
Well, no, I mean, he's going to finish his career in Oiler. Nuge would be like, give me a 2-year deal. I'll take $4 million and I'll ride it out here.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
But
he can't go anywhere else.
Like, are we 3 years away from Nuge calling it quits after 18 years?
He might, man.
But he looks like he's 23 years old. He'd be the youngest he'd be the youngest looking dude ever to retire.
It's crazy.
After 18 or 19 years, which is nuts.
You know, you're getting old when guys you thought get drafted. You're in this business, and then they're about to, in a few years from now, or 3-4 years, they're going to retire.
Like, I'm trying to think here. The very first draft I covered, and I don't know, I went to about 8 or 9 of them for TSN 1260 back in the day. But the very first draft I covered was in Vancouver, and it was the 2006 draft. And that was Eric Johnson, Jordan Stahl, Taves, Backstrom. Like, I don't even know how many guys from that draft class are still playing. Like, they played their entire career.
Yeah.
That's how old we are now, man.
It's crazy, man. It
sucks. Like, who's still playing from that year? Stahl? Taves is trying to grind it out.
Yeah.
Is Okposo still playing?
No. He retired after winning the cup. After winning the cup.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So he retired. That might be it.
Yeah, so Nuge is going to be over 800 by the end of the season. He can do it. He's 32, 35, 36. He'll probably play up until then. And then he'll just buy horses and race them at the Toronto racetrack there.
He'll live his best life.
Yeah.
Here's another guy who's still playing from that 06 draft. James Reimer.
Yeah.
Just joined the Sens because they're lacking net minding right now. And that's about it. So yeah, we're getting old, I guess, in the end. Somebody was asking right off the top, got a text in. I was saving it for this numbers game. We'll dive into these trades that happen too, how they impact the Oil. Hyman has the most goals scored in the league since December 11th. He's got 19 now in 31 games. Somebody's asking, do you guys think there's a chance Hyman takes a run at 40 before the end of the year? That would be 21 more goals. If he continues to score at the pace that he's been scoring at for the last month and a little bit, then the answer would be, yeah, I think he could probably take a run at it. But he's been on a pretty good tear right now.
This guy's a machine.
This might be one of Hyman's best runs that he's had.
It's a point per game, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's just unreal. Man, I think 40 might be tough, but I wouldn't put it past him. He's getting hot. He's going to hit 30. He's scoring 11 more times.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get 11 for sure. I would think he probably settles in around 36-ish.
He'll be close.
Which is pretty good, missing so much time that he did at the beginning of the year. Hyman's just so important to this team, man. Fingers crossed that he can stay healthy.
Well, my Elks boys on, because I was bugging them because, you know, some of them are Flames fans.
Yeah.
And the Oilers game was saying, you guys are going to see a real hockey team play right now. And then they just asked me straight up, they're like, who's your favorite Oiler right now if you had to pick one?
Okay.
And I was like, man, that's a great question. Because I never go to the top guys, right? Because everybody loves them. Because they're brilliant. And I was like, and my first answer was Podkolzin. And then I'm like, wait.
You love Pods that much.
I was like, wait. Zach Hyman. I totally forgot. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Zach Hyman is everything you want in a hockey player.
Yeah.
Everything you want in a guy dealing with media. Like, he's just such a good dude, man. I absolutely love Zach Hyman. And I would, like, when they signed him, I was like, why are you signing this guy to Toronto who's never had more than 40 points? You know, I was completely wrong. This guy, you don't think Toronto regrets that?
The one thing that you kept hearing out, and I would probably agree, I mean, Kapanen, low-key, favorite guy for me right now. But Hyman, I mean, so many like, kids will be like, McDavid and Draisaitl, something. Yeah, but Hyman is, he's perfect. Like, he's perfect. He, remember when they were getting him, or when there was rumored, because it was basically like a done thing. They go like, it doesn't matter what happens, he's going to the Oilers at the end of the year. And you talk to all the insiders, and you talk to people who are around that team, and at the time, they'd all say, you know what, Zach, every team, everybody wants Zach Hyman on every line.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you guys are really building this guy up. But then you see him and you go, yeah, you're right. You would want Zach Hyman on your first line and your second line and your third line and your fourth line.
He's just awesome, man. Like, an honest player, man. Like, remember when he fought Jersey back in the day in LA?
Yeah.
He looked at Dry. He goes, I'm gonna drop this kid. Or like, I'm like, imagine how much crap you have to talk to Zach Hyman for him saying, yeah, I'm gonna fight you, man. Like, you're driving me crazy. Because he's the best guy in the world.
Yeah.
Zach Hyman, I think for many, I know the diehard Oiler fans love Nuge, and I understand it. He's beloved in this city. He's a good dude too. But I think those two guys are probably the top for like fans. Outside of Leon and McDavid, because I think everybody loves those guys because of just the brilliance.
This text in from Cole Harbor Joe says, Nuge getting to 1,000 relies entirely on McDavid re-signing. Maybe, but remember what we said. After this year, he's going to need like 170 points. He could play with McDavid for the next 2 years and put up 160 points. Then he needs 10 more. So I don't know if it's
that's a great point.
Entirely on it though. And he's got 2 more years with him after this.
And who knew Draisaitl was a problem on this team? Well, they're rolling right now.
It's what a like,
it's a joke, by the way. Don't come at me.
Yeah, it's obviously a joke, and hopefully, whatever Leon's going through with his family goes well, and he's able to come back.
Yeah.
But this has been interesting, watching this team without him from the perspective of other people have to do stuff. Other people have to play more. And you kind of think that it could help the team when Leon comes back if you've got some other guys who've sort of been elevated and
what a concept,
played a little bit more. Like
this should open Knobloch's eyes that I got to trust more of my players. Because Kapanen, Hyman, I don't count because for me, he's the lead.
Doesn't matter who's in there, Hyman's.
Podkolzin, Mangiapane, like all these guys chipping in. You know why? Because he has to play them. Because he can run Leon and McDavid out there for 25 minutes a night.
Yeah.
So, like, learn from this. Like, look at Ike Howard's pass to Rozovic, 2 goals, who hadn't scored in like 8-10 games. He didn't even have a point. Like, you have enough skill on this team, Dusty, where you don't have to run those guys to the ground. And like you said, we wish Draisaitl and his family all the best, but this might be a little a shot in the arm to Knoblauch and his staff saying, holy crap, we can play these guys a little bit more. Like, hell, even Trent Frederick looks like a player.
Let's not get overly carried away.
No, but at least there was a pulse there.
Yeah, there was a pulse. I would agree with that. There was a pulse.
There was a shot on net, a couple of hits.
Beanskins over on YouTube says McDavid, Celebrini, Hyman would rock. Can you imagine a McDavid, Celebrini, Hyman line?
Yes.
Like nobody in the league has scored more goals than Hyman. If and I get the Braden Point thing, and it's probably what did Drager say today? He said that maybe Wyatt Johnston would be the first to replace. Wyatt Johnston's a great player, don't get me wrong. I thought it would probably be Sam Bennett that they throw back in there just because. But I'm telling you, if Marner or Reinhart get hurt between now and the Olympics, it's got to be Zach. Like, those are the two guys you're probably going to play right side with McDavid. One of those two guys.
Yeah.
If one of those two guys go down, why would you not take his winger who is scoring more goals than anybody else in the National Hockey League leading into the tournament? I mean, that would if one of those two guys goes down and they're going to put Scheifele there, you're just nothing against Scheifele, but you're just being idiotic. Mm-hmm. You've got a guy that you know you can lock in next to him. You got a guy that you know you can throw out there in basically every single situation.
If you can probably play on every line.
If for some reason your superstar power play's not going, throw Hyman in front of the net for a bit and see what happens. Like, I don't know.
We watch him every day. But I'd take Hyman over Bennett. I'd take Hyman over right now. Seth Jarvis, Wyatt John, all great. I don't think it's a wrong choice when they do have to fill in the spot. Yeah. But man, just the way Zach Hyman plays the game, I don't know how that management team and the coaching staff doesn't look at it and say, hey man, we have a guy that we can just put with McDavid. We don't have to worry about that one side. We just got to find the other guy that's going to work on the other side. Plain and simple.
Somebody's asking, did you find it funny that Taylor Hall wasn't a part of the Nuge tribute last night? They ran everybody in there. Chore was pretty tight with Nuge, I think. So I know people are like, Chore, but that group loved him. Everly was there. He started it. Everly was there. Justin Schultz was there. Jeff Petrie was there. Clefbaum was there. No Taylor Hall.
That's interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't even notice that, to be honest with you.
It's kind of...
Maybe they don't like each other.
Well,
let's be honest. Back in the day...
I don't think Nuge wasn't running with them, right?
Nuge wasn't part of their crew. Nuge was hanging out with Ryan Jones and the older guys.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
We always put them three together because they were the three young guys that were going to save the Oilers.
Yeah. So Nuge never passed out behind the bar at an establishment or things like that?
Highly unlikely.
Yeah. Highly unlikely with the Nuge, I think. I thought it was a little bit weird. Whatever. Probably reading into it too much, but why wouldn't he be there? I mean, you don't fire Hall a text. Somebody messages Taylor Hall and goes, hey, can you record a quick video?
Yeah. Maybe they did, and he just didn't get to it, or who knows, man. But always good seeing Clefbaum. Man, I wish that guy was still on the team.
That screwed them over for a little while, and it led to the Nurse contract.
Yeah,
which is not ideal either. All right, Popeye's spicy headlines. What'd you think of the Flames trading Anderson to the Golden Knights? Obviously, I mean, there's a pretty good path here that sees the Oilers and the Golden Knights meeting in the second round, whether it's here or in Vegas. So we're going to be talking a lot more about Anderson, I think, as we work our way through the year. With that being said, I said in the lock shop earlier today, I think it's an okay deal on both sides. I don't think there's a major winner, major loser in this. Calgary gets a first-round pick, a possible first-round pick, but at least a second. A prospect who goes to North Dakota. I think he's in his third year there. And then White Cloud, who will probably be a top 4 guy for them. Vegas gets Anderson and actually saves money coming out of this. 50, so, what did you think of the? I had a buddy text me, Eddie the Gambler, who's a huge Oilers fan, and he says this is Conroy looking to screw the Oilers over. He's a big conspiracy theorist guy, which I got some time for. But what did you think of the deal?
Yeah, it's funny. I started laughing when I saw it come down yesterday on Twitter while I laid on my couch watching football. Because I told Gager that we always talked about Rasmus Anderson, and I said I guarantee you he's going to the Vegas Golden. The Vegas Golden Knights are in on everyone.
Yeah, they always are every year.
I said it'd be the biggest move because Oiler fans already hate him. He hates the Oilers, and he's going to Vegas, there's a good rivalry there. I think it's a good move for both teams. Listen, Calgary's probably the return, but you're getting a UFA guy, and Rasmus Anderson made it clear he's not re-upping with any of these teams right now. So it's tough to get a lot of quality back. Now, if they win the Cup, you said it's 2 first-rounder, they get a quality. Maybe a number 4 or 5 defenseman in White Cloud's not going to hurt. But you got picks. And then Rasmus, I think he makes them better. He's not going to hurt the Vegas Golden. We all hate him because he's good and he gets under your skin and you want to kill him. But he's joining a very good decor there already. Good for Vegas Golden Knights. I'll give that GM their props, man. He's in on everybody.
Haas texts in and asks, how do you make a trade within the division? And then we saw another one today.
Yeah.
Sherwood goes from Vancouver to San Jose. And good on San Jose for being like, hey, we can fight for a playoff spot right now. Let's go get somebody.
I love that pickup for San Jose. I was going to try to get someone from San Jose, but they play at 4, so they're all.
It's an early one, yeah.
But Kiefer Sherwood, your perfect third liner who can moonlight in your top 6, does everything the right way.
San Jose's top 6.
Oh yeah, 100%. And UFA making 1.5. Mike Greer knows he's going to re-up because if you're Kiefer Sherwood, you're getting older. You're like, I can sign here for 6-7 years and ride with Mac and Celebrini, Will Smith. In the core they're building.
Not a bad
spot to be in, man. And good for the Canucks getting some picks, man. That's what they got to do because I'll tell you this, Dusty, Saturday, that team did not look interested at all. It was sad to see,
It was
man.
bad, eh?
Their veterans can give to you know what.
I'm on the Islanders big time tonight, minus 141 if you want to ride.
They are due, though, so.
Not against Sorokin. I don't see it. Runner texts in says, and technically Vegas isn't losing the picks. The Flames are just developing them for them. Flames develop into a player, and then about 6 years, Vegas goes and gets them. That's funny. Damo Dude texts in, says, I'm not saying Bouchard should be on Team Canada, but look at Parayko's stats and tell me who's better.
Yeah,
Parayko's had a tough year, man.
He's
tough year. If he wasn't on the St. Louis Blues, Colton Parayko, and he's a local guy, and he's another really good dude, but
he should not be on Team Canada.
He should not be on Team.
Sorry, plain and simple. I don't think Sanheim should be either.
That's why when I was having the whole Bush on the team conversation, you sit here and your natural instincts when you watch him screw up, you're like, that guy can't be on Team Canada. But then you go look at some of the defensemen who are on there and go, I mean, these guys, I get it. They're a different style of defenseman, but they're not even in the same realm of Bouchard as a overall D-man. Like,
not offensively. This one from Statue says, I think Vegas defense just got worse. Come on. You can't say that.
Well, somebody else was saying Anderson is worse than Whitecloud based on the analytics. Anderson is grossly overrated.
You got to keep in mind he's on a bad team too, man. Listen, and all respect to the analytics, it's when I watch Rasmus Anderson play, he's a good player. He can play on your power play. He can kill penalties, and the best thing he's at is getting under your skin. And I think he's a quality defenseman. Sure, maybe his analytics are not good. I guarantee you his analytics will improve in Vegas. Right? That's usually how it works. Yeah. When you go to a good team, everything seems to get a little bit better.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I don't think he's grossly overrated. And some people might think he's overrated, sure. But look at the deal he was on. $4 million, man.
Yeah.
For what that guy brings.
Yeah.
That was a steal, man.
Pretty good steal of a deal there for sure. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Penner's Pancake says Detroit allegedly has interest in Elias Pettersson. That would make sense from a Detroit perspective, though. But they got Lucas Raymond. They got some other guys there. They've got good history with Swedes. I could see why they would look down that line.
Do you think Elias Pettersson will ever return to what he was for a couple of years? What we all thought he was going to be a star?
There was a stretch there where I thought, holy smokes, Vancouver has a superstar in their hands. Like his last... Man, what the hell happened to him last year, hey?
What the hell happened to him?
So he goes 66 points. Then he was hurt. Then he had 68 points in 80 games. And then 102 points in 80 games. Then 89 points in 80 games. And then just... Was it the coaching change that screwed him over? That year he put up 89 points. When was Bruce Boudreau there?
That was no...
Was Bruce there for the big one?
Which one was the year where they played the Oilers? That was 3 years ago, right? Now?
3 years
in the playoffs.
Ago.
Was that his 89 year? Yeah. That's when they played 13 games in the playoffs. He had a bad playoffs, though. He only had 6 points in 13 games. He was MIA. I think that's when it started, Dustin.
That's when it started to go south?
The playoffs. And then last year was a mess with the whole JT Miller stuff. And then this year, he has 29 points. And I know the team is last in the league, Dusty, but a guy of his skill set and the money he makes, and people go, money doesn't, well, he got paid like a star.
Yeah, cashed in big time.
To have 29 points in 40 games and a -17. Like, that's crazy.
I wonder what he'd be worth.
But that's what I mean.
Like, what's that? Like, if let's say Detroit is interested, what are the Canucks going to get for him?
Oh, well, you're getting a good young player.
Yeah.
Like, you have to.
At least a pick.
You're getting a pick. And then maybe you're getting a toss-in veteran just to...
That could be it. I don't think you're getting, like, 2 firsts and a guy who's drafted in the first or something like that.
But do you think him going to, like, say Stevie Y's looking at this and he's like, "Hey, this he's falling off a cliff. Can we take him on as a project and can he return to what he was?"
I would. Well, first of all, I think his 100-point season was an outlier.
Sure.
I think he could be like a 75-point guy. I think because of how much of a shit show Vancouver is, I'd be willing to take him on as I wouldn't call it a full-blown reclamation project, but I'd be willing to give that dude another look.
But that's a lot of years to that contract.
Well, that's why, like, what do you have to give up for him?
Yeah, that's what
you're kind of doing the Canucks a low-key favor here. Right?
That's another thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Vancouver would retain for that long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's too much to retain.
That's a lot. All right, what's coming up on EST afternoons? What's that? Who wants to tell? Should we let Zach tell us?
Sure.
I know you know because you're hosting it, but Zach, what's coming up on EST afternoons?
Yeah, I'm excited for the show.
Sure.
I always look forward to Mondays. I mean, I'm always excited. Highlights, lowlights over the weekend. We'll get into the big moments. And Brendan Deeg from The Score. We'll check in to chat some NFL. Michael Trakos at 2:05 to go around the NHL to talk about all the big trades, Rasmus Anderson and Kiefer Sherwood now. And it should be a great show with Gager and Salas.
Nancy, you got that fresh haircut. I got to get your thoughts on Zach's look right now. He's got like the mop, but he's also got the goatee going.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think he looks very handsome.
I guess one of your best looks, buddy.
I look like I can maybe be in like a Seattle band or something. Like
you're trying to be Kurt Cobain. Is that what you're trying to do?
No.
I think you just told me you're trying to go with Kurt Cobain's look.
No. Well, who's the other guy?
Is that what he just did?
I think that's what you just did.
Yeah.
He looks good.
God, I love you, Zach. I know it's a good look.
They're going to see him in the updates.
He's got to shave his head,
compliment his hair.
I'll be repping a cardigan by next week.
You'll be what?
I'll be rocking a cardigan by next week.
Will you?
Just like Kurt Cobain.
Like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cardigans.
Well, I hope your
awesome.
story ends better, Zach. Let's just say that.
Wow.
Ooh.
But no, he has to shave his head.
I do. I have to get a buzz cut because I lost fantasy.
That's
and they're
tough.
like, to keep, I said to my buddy who's in there, I'm like, hey, I don't really want to do this. Nobody's really reached out and said, okay, you've lost, man. Where's the punishment?
Yeah.
Like they told me what the punishment was, but I never went through it.
Don't
Like I'm the
shave
guy who
your
kind of doesn't look in the
just
group chat
Photoshop
or
it and send
anything.
a picture? Though?
Yeah.
They'll never know. That's
Exactly.
true. Huh.
What were you going to say, Nansel?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh. All right, EST Afternoons is coming up. Hernan's going to move into this chair, and then Gager's going to slide into that one, and it should be good. Awesome that you showed up today, and Evan Dom and M. Jones didn't ruin this for us. So that's nice. I love you, buddy. You know what? And your haircut does look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for the oil stream today. Hey, this time next week, Monday next week, Sherwood Park, Boston Pizza on Broadway Boulevard. We'll be there. Tommy and I will be there live next Monday. Very much looking forward to that. If you're in the park or on the east end of the city, come on out and join us for lunch. Every day in January is Pasta Tuesday at Boston Pizza. Take it easy.